Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Virginia Beach Regional Training Center. Today's first game of the day 2 of Ring of Honor. We'll have the First Colonial Patriots and the Assumption Rockets as we get started here in the first quarter. 15 minutes up on the clock. And today's game is presented by Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. The Rockets wearing the pink uniforms, First Colonial in the white with the light blue numbers. First Colonial moving over on the right side of the field on offense. And an early foul here slows things down for just a moment as they're outside the 25 and continue the progress over on the right side. My name is Austin Urchin. I'm glad to be bringing you today's games. Once again, we have First Colonial and Assumption kicking things off for us here on day 2 of action at the Regional Training Center at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Not necessarily the most beautiful day here, but the rain has certainly stopped, so that's certainly a good sign. As now the Rockets looking for their first attempt on offense. That one is stolen away, though, by Jolie Day. The First Colonial battle for possession along the sideline. That one goes out. Last touch by the Patriots. So the Rockets will take over. Here's Bella Bergner. Centering pass. Patriots sort of sitting back here as that pass out over the sideline. Both teams sort of just feeling things out, trying to get those first passes under control and hold possession throughout the offensive zone on either side of the field. Neither Assumption nor First Colonial able to do very well, though, but still pretty early in the contest, just 90 seconds in. And the ball once again out along the far side of the field. As the Patriots moving things on towards the middle. Intercepted, though. Nice job done by Anna Krebs. Out of bounds. Patriots will get a fortunate bounce their way. To continue this possession as they look to move down the field. Day, her pass is intercepted. That's Bergner, who's at the right place at the right time. They did get her stick on the ball. Disrupt the progress for First Colonial. And since 1965, the AstroTurf brand has been driven by forward-thinking ingenuity. Today, AstroTurf continually improves its system design to deliver playing surfaces with the most realistic, sport-specific performance, longest-lasting durability, and sound player protection. There's that pass brought back. A long hit here, up through the middle of the field. First Colonial able to settle things down. The captain wheeling and dealing through the middle of the field. Emily Tomero brought down. No foul there from the umpire. Play continues. The Rockets take back over. Everslage carrying this one herself. Looking for some support. Has it inside the circle. The pass can't find it. Everslage picks it back up. Just inside the circle now. On the right side, taking a shot, kicked away. Krebs with the attempt, but a good stop by the goalkeeper. To be a bit more aggressive on defense there for First Colonial. Just letting Everslage have too much room there. As she almost single-handedly waltzed right through the entire defense of First Colonial. But again, first save was a good one. The lady wearing the extra equipment on the side of First Colonial. You can see Hartman on the near side of the field. Just getting a bit of extra words of wisdom from her coaching staff. So now the ball finds her way over, but a bit too heavy of a touch. That one is given away to the opposite side. Agan is dispossessed for the Rockets. And a second chance here for First Colonial. That one dribbled out of bounds, though. Tomorrow couldn't contain it. And Bergner restarts the action. Pass into the defense. Nice spinorama there, but getting away too far in front of her. Aggressive defense from Caroline Krebs. Was able to win the ball back for her side. And it's so important. Coaches love to see the quick transition from offense to defense once you lose that ball. And A nice job by Caroline Krebs there, recognizing the change of possession and quickly doing something about it. But big chance here, first penalty corner of the game. We'll go over to First Colonial. Hartman set to deliver this ball in. This one sent towards the left side. Low and on the ground, finds its way up though. Knocked down and away. Good effort there by the Patriots. They couldn't come up with anything on their first attempt. The second try here, just outside the circle. Short elevated pass, goalkeeper comes, kicks this one outside. The Rockets trying to clear their lines. And they're able to do so with a little bit of help from the official's whistle. About 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Still no score at the Regional Training Center on day 2 of Ring of Honor. Good probing pass inside the 25. Tomorrow trying to get on the end of it, able to do so inside the circle. We'll say that one clipped her foot, which will slow things down. Also give the ball back over to the Rockets. An errant pass off the mark. Anna Krebs just a bit out of position there, rather than pass off target, whichever one you might think is the case. First Colonial looking to pressure the defense now. Day. On towards Tomorrow. Inside the circle now. Goalkeeper able to get a foot on that one. Penalty corner coming up once again for First Colonial. Really liking this high pressure offense of the Patriots. They know what they want to do before they get the ball, and they're able to execute on their game plan so far during the first 7 minutes of action. Haven't come up with any goals yet, but now a good time as any. Top of the circle, settles things down to Tomorrow on the left side. Stick handling, looks for that back post, can't find it. This time it goes into the back of the net. That one scored by Finley Payne. First Colonial with the first point on the board. 7:45 left to go here in the first. Number 10, Finley Payne, getting the job done there. And there was just a lot of patience from Payne. The ball didn't come her way the first time around on the corner. In fact, it went to Tomorrow off the insertion. She was buying her time, waiting for her opportunity. There's now Assumption trying to equalize. One stolen away by the defense. Nice determination there by First Colonial not to give up a goal as soon as they were able to put one up on the board. And there was a lot of just patience from Payne as a second chance here. Payne. This one's taken away by the numbers on defense. Great job by the Rockets. Able to withstand that secondary attempt. And a move down the line. This one out of bounds off of Day. She hustles back towards defense. You see this in a lot of sports, and ice hockey as well. Crashing the goal after that initial shot is on target. You never know where that ball or where that puck can end up. Well, it's certainly not a surefire way to get a goal. It's a great way to get some chances, and chances, of course, produce goals. We saw that here from Payne as well as the rest of the Patriots. They hold a 1-goal advantage over the Rockets. Short pass towards the near side for Day. Stick handling, pressure coming her way. Kylie Guy trying to dispossess her. It forces the errant pass. It's picked up by Bergner. Tomorrow wins it back. Now a big swing by Claire Hitchens. We'll bring this ball down, out, and over the end line. Our first substitution of the game will belong to Assumption. It'll be one of the players up top, quickly moving there. Coming onto the field now, it looks like it's Gracie Bowling. She's right on the last defender, Grace Dixon. And there's Bowling trying to get in on the action. Her first touch. She's able to win the ball back for her side, and now starting a counterattack for the Rockets. Martin. Short pass to Bowling. Pressure coming her way, though, from the defense. Rockets able to hold on to it. Great stick check there from Riley Brooks-Booth. Brooks-Booth with expert use of her stick there. It's always a bit tricky to slide that stick in between a player's legs, trying to dispossess them, poke the ball free. They're able to do it quite expertly. Force the ball to change hands, but good retention from Assumption. This one forced out over the sideline. Day set to retrieve it. Now deep inside Patriots' own territory, it's a chance here for Assumption to try and lock them in, but that elevated pass is one way to break out of it. The ball changes hands. Rockets able to get back in control. Bergner's pass reached the center of the field. Riddle's spinning around, trying to hold on to it. Numbers game catches up to her. She forced a turnover. Tomorrow towards the right wing. Brooks-Booth has this one taken away. Good stop, though, by Dixon. Getting there first. And also picking up the foul. Or rather, earning the foul. There's a short, quick pass to Brooks-Booth. Trying to go down the line. Has some help with Tomorrow. Now moving with pace and determination. This one rolls out over the sideline. Danny Volpe was the nearest player for First Colonial. They're quickly trying to get a second goal here with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. This one out of bounds, though. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending you peace of mind. They're not your typical mortgage company. They understand getting a mortgage can be stressful, but they're here to guide you every step of the way. They're dedicated to providing you an enjoyable journey from start to finish. A deep pass just inside the circle, but a bit too aggressive there on offense. The umpire whistles for a foul just inside the circle. Assumption headed back down the other way. Dixon trying to watch this one ride out over the end line. Great determination from Bowling. She nearly was able to keep that in play. That's another thing that you love to see as a coach, when your players show that determination and that hard work. You see that a lot on the practice field, and it's better when you see it in a game. Not wanting to give anything to the opposition. Make them work for every single ball that they get. So we head under 2 minutes to go here in the first. First Colonial on the board in front. The Assumption Rockets. A goal scored about 6 minutes ago. About 7:45 in the first. Scored by Finley Payne on a penalty corner. About 80 seconds here for Assumption. Sophie Bowling has this one taken away, sent back down to the opposite side of the field. And in pursuit is Riddle. This one out over the sideline. Not too much time left here. First Colonial just trying to keep the Rockets over on Assumption's side of the field. Prevent them from getting a last-second goal here to tie things up in the first. Good pass, just threading that one right past the defender's stick of First Colonial. An errant look, though, from Krebs. Turnover, Brooks-Booth carrying this one. 30 seconds to go. Tomorrow towards the center, inside the circle now. Over on the right side. That pass, that shot just off target. That pass finding Volpe. But she couldn't finish and put it in the back of the cage. A very close look there for First Colonial. This game easily could be 2-0 at this point. The Assumption defense holding strong. Getting a couple fortunate bounces their way as there's the horn for the end of the first quarter. Coming up next, we have the second set of 15 minutes. And I'd like to remind you that the Vault Fitness Facility is Hampton Road's newest 13,000 square foot facility located in the Hilltop section of Virginia Beach. They specialize in youth athlete development, personal training, small group training, and specialty fitness classes.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
wherever,
however.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
So after 15 minutes of action, we've come here to the second quarter. First Colonial in front, the Assumption Rockets. Thanks to Finley Payne's opener for about 7:45 to go in the first quarter. That coming off the second penalty corner that the Patriots had in the first 15 minutes. That would be the only two penalty corners of the game so far, both belonging to the Patriots. And shooting at about 50% here so far. Not too shabby, but the defense for the Rockets has been rather strong. As we get underway here to start the second, the Rockets have possession deep inside their own territory. The Patriots trying to come in, block them in, force a turnover, possibly double their lead. This one being carried from just outside the circle, right along the Rockets bench, poked away out of bounds by Hartman. Easily enough there for the Rockets. It's picked up and sent across towards the middle of the field, now switched all the way over by the spectators. And this nice, cool, but a bit humid morning. Had some rain yesterday and a bit this morning. As here's Guy sending this one towards the center of the circle. Marked away by Dixon. It was picked up by one of her teammates. And last touched by the Rockets as it heads out of bounds. And one thing that the Patriots have done really well so far is their passing. They've been very on point and tape-to-tape passing, so you call it an ice hockey, and here it's stick-to-stick. They're doing a great job finding their teammates with inch-perfect passes. That's something that's can be very difficult at times, especially when the field conditions are as wet as they are this morning. When you get those passes on target, it just means your teammates don't necessarily have to run as much. They can have a good first touch when it comes to them, settle things down. And there you see from Katie Royal. She looks to send one towards the middle of the circle, but too many defenders in the area got caught up in traffic. And Day flicks this ball out of bounds, allowing herself and her teammates a bit more time to come back on defense as Krebs resumes the action towards the middle of the field, into no man's land, picked up by the Patriots. Brooks Booth carrying this one. Good pass to Payne. But Payne commits a foul, the ball changes hands. Big swing through the middle of the field. Rockets still in possession. Over on the left side, Everslage inside the circle now, looking for room to shoot. Can't find it yet. Low and on the ground. She puts this one into the back of the net. We're all squared away. 1 goal apiece. Thanks to Tyler Everslage. In about 2.5 minutes into the second quarter, Assumption able to get the equalizer up on the board. That was a great job by Everslage. Almost seemed like the ball was glued to her stick and she was able to weave in and out of defenders so easily. In that situation, it almost seems like the Patriots' defense was just caught like a deer in headlights, not wanting to give away a penalty stroke or a penalty corner. Almost just seemed to freeze in their footsteps. That just allowed Everslage to actually waltz right in. Saw that earlier in the first quarter where she had a great look and a great run, great solo effort. Earlier she was stopped by the goalkeeper. This time able to put it into the back of the cage. We're tied up at 1 goal apiece. Brand new ball game here as Tamero is dispossessed but through illicit means. So the Patriots will continue to hold on to the ball. Royals pass off the mark. And at Zoop Eatery, you can build a perfect box lunch. A customizable and individually packaged meal for your convenience. Choose from any of our wide variety of soups, fresh salads, made-to-order sandwiches, all served with a hunk of bread and dessert. There's something for the whole crew at Zoop Eatery. Good pass to Payne, goal scorer from earlier for First Colonial. Her pass low towards the middle. Goalkeeper able to knock this one away. And a great job there by the Rockets defense. Not to get lost in the chaos inside the circle. We'll stay cool, calm, and collected. Make sure that ball stayed out of the back of the cage and away from Finley Payne and the Patriots offense. Earlier, I mentioned some of the big things I noticed from First Colonial is that quick transition from defense to offense, and also offense to defense. Switching sides of the ball, First Colonial has been excelling at that so far. As soon as they lose the ball, you quickly see the body language shift, and it's getting the ball back, a race to see who can get there first. They're a selfish team in the best way possible. They always want the ball on their sticks. As Landry Meyer makes her way onto the field in the place of Hartman for the Patriots. As soon as they give it away, they're looking to win the ball back, and there you see Emily Tamero doing exactly that. A good through ball towards the middle. With Payne, the defender right on her back, was forced to turn the ball back over. Tamero, stick handling the 2-on-1, able to get the pass off. Hitchens through the middle. Back to Tamero. Inside the 25, looking for another through ball there. Finally ends up at the feet of Payne. Elevating this one just off target. Good look, though, for the Patriots. It looks like she'll get credited with the goal. Actually, even though it looked like that ball went off target. Looked like the ball slid past the far post. Nevertheless, it's apparently a goal for First Colonial here on the scoreboard. With 8:30 to go in the second. I'm trying to get confirmation on who that goal gets credited to. The Rockets trying to answer back. Guy does a nice job to win the ball. Today's game, of course, being presented by Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. We're day 2 of the Ring of Honor. This one out over the end line. Chance for First Colonial defense, take a breath, reset, and look to move the ball up towards the middle of the field, or at least keep it away from the Rockets, but they're unable to do that. Guy taking this one. Inside the circle. Knocked away by Bowling. Here goes Bowling to try and retrieve it. Bring the ball back into action. 3 Patriots defenders right on her. There's a pass inside the circle. That'll touch one of the Rockets' feet. And the ball changes hands. Chicho's Pizza has been a beach institution since 1968. They've been serving the best pie around for over 50 years. A single founding location to now 8 locations around the area. Stop in or order online to find out why they're Hampton Road's favorite. Chicho's, more than just pizza. The Rockets pass off the mark, but able to be collected there inside their own territory, and now they start to mount and attack it again. Ball sent down towards the end line by the corner. Guy inside the circle now. Errant pass straight to the opposition. That's not where you want to put it if you're Julia Sugden. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper able to come up with a big stop on that last effort there by the Rockets. The Patriots inside the circle now to elevate this pass. It looks like it was intercepted towards the top of the circle. Stick handling Meyer. Penalty corner coming up here for First Colonial. Just the 3rd of the game and 1st of the second frame. For the last 2 efforts, it was Ava Hartman sending the ball in, but now it's Meyer. Meyer is substitute for Hartman. She sends this one towards the top of the circle. Settle down. Tamero. Stick handling, taking a shot. This one up high. Knocked out of play. About 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. First Colonial with a 1-goal advantage over Assumption. We head towards halftime. Assumption, though, able to score in the final 2.5 minutes. Excuse me, in the first 2.5 minutes of the second quarter. We'll see if they can bookend this quarter with a pair of goals, tying things up. First goal was scored by Everslage, number 32 in pink. And Tamero trying to find a pass down the line, poked away for just a moment. Payne able to recollect it as it was touched out of bounds. Excuse me, Payne unable to collect it. as she notched it out of bounds. Now the Rockets along the near side of the field. That pass off the mark. First Colonial gets it back. Day. A bit too quick for the officials' liking. 3.5 minutes to go. First Colonial ahead by 1. Comes to the goal 5 minutes ago. Not quite sure still what happened on that attempt. It looked like the ball was shot wide, but Patriots still credited with the goal. A good pass by Tamero. Here's the opposite side for Payne towards the center. Backhanded effort. Trying to slide this one 5-hole. Goalkeeper able to hold strong. And a third opportunity here. Goalkeeper on the ground. Rockets trying to clear it away. Stick handling inside her own circle. Taken back by Brooks Booth. Low pass. This effort, though, off target. Hitchens can't find the back of the cage or even put it towards the goalkeeper. There was a couple great efforts from Volpe, as well as the other Patriots. They certainly know how to apply sustained pressure. The Rockets able to hold on. A couple minutes to go in the first half. The Rockets get the ball back. Trying to switch the field. This one out of bounds. Another chance for First Colonial. Day smacks it down the right side of the defense for the Rockets, but they're able to hold strong, win the ball back. Battle for possession. Krebs to Guy. Continuing that movement, here's Everslage. Always a dangerous player with the ball on her stick. There's a green card, so the Patriots will be short-handed for the remainder of this first half, which is about 90 seconds or so. The player sitting down is Jolie Day. That's a big loss for them for the next couple minutes. Wheeler on the right side now. Bergner. And that's a penalty corner and also another green card. This one issued to Royal. And now 2 players down. It's a big opportunity here for Assumption. With 1:17 left to go here in the second quarter. Their first penalty corner. And a big chance here. This one sent in just off target, though. A good look from the top of the circle. Under a minute of action left. Assumption here, still time for them to strike back, equalize things. A 2-player advantage. That pass off the mark, though. Bowling couldn't retrieve it. Now Julia Sugden taking all the time that she needs to get this ball back as she gets set to bring it back into play. This one slides through. Payne trying to send it down the field, intercepted. Rockets possibly one last chance. Pass just outside the circle, knocked away. There's the horn for the end of the first half. One Life, one inspired life. One Life Fitness is here to help. Start your new membership today at any one of our 8 convenient Hampton Roads locations, or go online at onelifefitness.com to claim a free trial pass at One Life Fitness. So we're going to take a quick 5-minute break here in the action. Be right back with the second half of this contest presented by Atlantic Bay Mortgage at day 2 of Ring of Honor. First Colonial up at the half, a score of 2-1 over the Assumption Rockets.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
Wherever,
however.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine. Care today to last a lifetime.
for more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
Wherever,
however.
Here at the start of the third quarter, First Colonial with a 1-goal lead on the Assumption Rockets. First Colonial wearing the white uniforms with the blue numbers. The Rockets in the pink kits with the white skirts. Finley Payne got the scoring started in the first quarter with about 7:45 to go off the penalty corner. And then Tyler Everslage for the Rockets, able to equalize things just 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And a great solo effort. She's able to carry the ball herself About 15, 25 yards almost, it seemed. Right through the defense. And fire a shot past the goalkeeper for the Patriots. Then about 4 minutes later, First Colonial would head back in front. It would remain that way for the last 8.5 minutes of the first half. It's been a very tight game here between these two teams. And day 2 of Ring of Honor, of course, today's action presented by Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. Krebs, hearing this one just inside the circle. However, she's fouled just outside of it, though, so no corner here for Assumption. Stick handling, trying to find a way in. And this time, the Rockets will get the penalty corner they were looking for. Here, they're first in the third quarter. And second overall in this whole game here. Heading over to take this one, Izzy Haas. She gets set. Rockets lined up around the outside of the circle. Ball played in towards the top of the circle, set up. A big effort there. And another equalizer for Tyler Everslage. They're all tied up, 2 goals apiece. Brilliant set play. Almost the same time that she was able to score in the second quarter. She does it again here on a penalty corner. It was just a great setup from the Rockets. Knew exactly what they wanted to do. Send this ball towards the top of the circle. Let Everslage tee off on it. And indeed she did. Just picked her spot perfectly and tucked it away. Not much the goalkeeper could do. And defender, it's always tough to try and get in front of that shot, let alone just get your stick to it. Another penalty corner, this time on the opposite end of the field. It's First Colonial with a chance to go up by 1 again. Meyer adjusting the glove on her left hand. She quickly sends this towards the top of the circle. Tamero shuffles it along towards her left. Shot stopped in traffic. Tamero again backhands this one. Payne looking for that back post cheese. Couldn't quite find it though. That's how she scored the first goal of the game. That back post position was waiting for a rebound to come her way. Nearly coming up the second time there. Her effort just off target. 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Still everything to play for. Sophie Bowling has this ball back inside her own half. Moved along by Haas. Into the center of the defense. Now switching the field, trying to get a different look at this attack coming up here are the Rockets. Moving along the right side of the field. Kept alive by Guy. Works the circle inside it now. Foul given away. It looks like that was called on Ella Martin. Now here's Dixon. Just weighing her options, looking for an open teammate. Takes it herself a couple steps, but ends up giving the pass away. Bowling inside the circle. Trying to keep it. Is forced to go outside. She commits a foul, but expert interception there. Bowling gets it back for her side. That's Sophie Bowling. Not to be confused with Gracie Bowling, also on the team as well. Sophie plays it back to Haas. Now into the defense. Riddle. Continuing the progress, swinging the ball all the way around to the opposite side of the field. 3-on-1 situation. Rockets still in possession. Turning towards the center. Backhanded effort. Trying to go high. Knocked out of play. First Colonial gets the ball back and look to start from deep within their own territory. Whether your child is competing as a part of a football team, likes to ride a bike, or is on the road to Olympic glory, a multidisciplinary team at the CHKD Sports Medicine program is dedicated to the comprehensive treatment of illness and injury in pediatric and college athletes. CHKD medical team also the staff here in attendance, the medical staff. Big thanks to them. We hope that they aren't needed, but if they are, there's hardly anyone better than the CHKD Sports Medicine team. I just want to thank them again for coming out, making sure everyone stays safe here at the Regional Training Center in Virginia Beach. And it's day 2 of the Ring of Honor games, presented by Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. Low 70s here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. The humidity in the high 80s. As the Rockets get called for a foul there. Moving towards the center. Almost just golfing that one down out over the end line. Bit of a wasted effort there from First Colonial. They give the ball back over to the Rockets. Assumption carrying this one. Left side. Sophie Bowling. And pass down the line. Picked up by Martin. One-on-one duel. Just outside the circle. We find a teammate now. Everslage has both goals for her side. Stick handling inside the circle. 2-on-1. Able to slide this one through. Loses possession. Assumption fouls the Patriots defender. A chance here for the Rockets to get their first lead of the game if they can win the ball back and put one into the cage. Trying their hardest here, but another call goes against them. They're forced to retreat even further as now First Colonial has had the lead twice and has watched it slip away. Next goal, as you can imagine, certainly a big factor in this game as Haas heads down to collect the ball. All the way towards the very edge of the field, passed out over the end line. Finally now, he drops it down just along the right side of your screen. Hearing this one, Riddle. A long pass, but expertly finds its mark. Krebs. Searching over on the right side, sees nothing. Wants to bring it back into the defense. First Colonial doing a nice job staying pretty spread out here, maintaining their defensive shape. Making it difficult for too many passes to find its way through, but a chance here for the Rockets inside the circle. Knocking this one away, though, is the Patriots' defense, picked up by Tomorrow. Tomorrow tried to swing that one down deep into the other half, but good collection at the halfway line by Haas. Keeps it alive for her side. Krebs, 2-on-1, getting double teamed here, looking for some support. Tries to elevate the pass, and it slides up and hits one of the legs. Looks like it was Katie Royal. Given a green card earlier in this game, along with, I believe it was Jolie Day. It was towards the end of the first half, the final minute of that second quarter. Assumption unable to do anything with the 2-player advantage. First Colonial defense able to hold strong and withstand that onslaught. Now looking to score some more goals of their own, trying to make it 3 here. Long pass down the line is intercepted by Bergner. Whistle is blown and now a yellow card issued. Heading off the field, Danny Volpe for First Colonial. And she was issued a yellow card. Now a battle for possession over on the far side of the field, and umpire's whistle falls, and now it pulling out the cards. The first one of the game for Assumption as Guy heads off the field. It's 2 cards in 10 seconds. Umpires here trying to gain a bit of control of the game, or rather show that they're still in control of it. Hitchens, good short pass. Carrying along is Tamero. Almost dribbling that one out of play, but another green card, so now it's First Colonial with a player advantage as Bowling is headed off the field. Tamero sends this one inside the circle. Finley Payne redirects it towards the cage. It stopped halfway there. The ball is headed back out. The defense able to clear it away. Up towards the center line. About 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. John's Tax Service, providing tax preparation and retirement planning services. John's Tax Service and JPM Financial Services have been serving all of Hampton Roads for over 20 years. They're the best thanks to you. Inside the circle. Payne couldn't get that one out from her stick as there's a penalty just inside the circle. Called against Payne, I believe. Another great effort there for First Colonial. They go one up on their opposition. Been able to go ahead on a couple of occasions so far. The lead never lasting too long. As the Rockets have been able to answer back rather quickly, especially with Tyler Everslage taking a shot. Scoring both of the goals for the Rockets here. Tamero, stick handling, trying to keep it alive, able to do so. She just runs out of room though. Keeps it in play, but Rockets defense able to quickly recover. Back onto the field now, Sophie Bowling. The first of 2 Assumption players who were issued a green card. First Colonial Danny Volpe is still out on a yellow card, as well as the other player for the Rockets. Haas. The tied game here in the third quarter. Sends this ball back into the defense. Riddle going over to the opposite side of the field. Carried down the right sideline. Wheeler looking for a teammate, can't find anything. So this one out on First Colonial though. Or excuse me, touched a foot on the First Colonial defender. Short pass, losing her footing. That's all that the First Colonial defense needed to win the ball back. She's sprinting down the sideline there, Meyer. And quickly counter and send the ball down to the opposite side of the field. Not too much time left to go in the third quarter. I want to remind you to revitalize your property today. Shine Time is your turnkey solution for all power washing and painting projects. With years of experience in both residential and large-scale commercial settings, our focus is to bring new life to your home, building, or outdoor space and ensure 100% customer satisfaction every time. This ball out over the end line. As the horn sounds and the third quarter comes to a close, we've got 15 more minutes of regulation to go. Still nothing to split these two teams. First Colonial Patriots 2, Assumption Rockets 2. 2 goals for Tyler Everslage. You're at day 2 of the Ring of Honor.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine. Care today to last a lifetime.
What's so extreme about the DQ Reese's Extreme Blizzard? How about all the Reese's you could dream of with classic creamy Reese's peanut butter cups and crunchy Reese's Pieces? Plus, you guessed it, peanut butter topping and chocolatey topping. All blended in world-famous DQ soft serve for a treat that takes your favorite combo to a whole new level. Wow, what a rush. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
You're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. We're still tied up here between these two teams. Day 2, Ring of Honor, presented by Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, First Colonial Patriots and Assumption Rockets. Knotted up after 45 minutes of action. First Colonial's Finley Payne was able to strike first with 7:45 to go in the first quarter. And it was answered back, though, by Everslage in the second. Just a couple minutes in, she had a great solo effort, dribbling her way through the defense. Able to fire a shot past the First Colonial Patriots goalkeeper. And 4 minutes after that, First Colonial answered back, and Patriots put themselves back in the lead. Unfortunately, it wasn't very sustainable, thanks to a penalty corner that Assumption Rockets had in the third quarter. There again, it was teed up for Everslage, and she unloaded on her effort and fired it into the back of the cage. The Rockets still down a player for just a couple more seconds. Now back to even strength. This guy makes her way back onto the field. Up top for the Rockets, trying to use her speed and quickness. She quickly gets the ball. Lays it off for a teammate. Now traveling down the field, Everslage inside the circle. That pass for Martin just off target, though. A great look for the Rockets, and certainly they'll be kicking themselves. So they wish they had a second chance at that last opportunity. It was a golden effort, just couldn't quite capitalize on that premier chance. Haas moving over towards the right side of the field for the Rockets wearing the pink uniforms. Dribbling this one, Wheeler lets it go. Guy on the far side of the field. A penalty corner here for Assumption. A big chance. We've seen Everslage more or less knock these out of the park and into the back of the cage. Firing a fastball right past the goaltender. Now certainly the Patriots defense and goalkeeper have to know that's the plan. Or at least that's certainly a very viable option for the Rockets. As Haas gets set for the delivery. Up towards the top of the circle, mishandled. Now it gets to Everslage, stick handling over on the right side. Off her stick, teammate comes up with it. That's Krebs, who is trying to look for an attempt on target. Her shot was stopped in traffic en route. Out over the end line, a second chance here for Assumption. Foul from just outside the circle. Everslage. The ball on her stick, stick handling. And gives the ball away over on a foul. That one will be sent down towards the middle of the field. A chance here in a 2-on-1. Quickly moving. Payne on the right side, taking a shot there, slides it into the back of the cage. First Colonial Patriots back in front. A big effort there from Finley Payne, her second of the day. This First Colonial, their third lead of this contest, with 12 minutes to go in regulation. Earlier in the game, mentioned how quick First Colonial is in their transition game, moving from offense to defense, or in that case that we saw just a minute ago, defense to offense. They win the ball back and immediately set up a counterattack going the other way. And Finley Payne in a 2-on-1 situation with Danny Volpe alongside her. Had the option to send the pass across to Volpe. In that situation, sometimes all you see is the back of the cage, and that's exactly where the ball landed. After another shot from Payne. She puts that game just a bit out of reach for Assumption, at least for now, as the Rockets trying to battle back. They'll have 11 minutes to do so. A great opportunity here about the 25. For the Rockets, trying to settle things down here. Haas and Sophie Bowling. Assumption has to be careful here not to overextend themselves. We just saw how quickly the Patriots can pounce on a counterattack. Moving this one towards the edge of the end line. Kept in play. Patriots defense doing a nice job. No one catches a foot of one of the Rockets players on its way out. Slowed down by Day. And she'll look to switch the field here. A lot of pink jerseys over on the opposite side. Now where a bit more of the white uniforms are. Brooks Booth carrying this one. 2-on-1. Stick handling nicely. Able to get the pass off, trying to find a teammate. Able to do so. Payne. That one just out of her reach. The team captains for the Patriots. It's Finley Payne. Also another one of the captains is Tamero. Assumption's pass off target. Looking to go the other way, trying to find Payne. That pass intercepted though this time by the Rockets. And now it's their chance for a counterattack. Don't quite have the numbers like the Patriots did a few moments ago, but with good stick handling like that from Martin, it won't matter too much. Her shot ends its way into the back of the cage, but didn't take a deflection on its way there. She was too far away for that one to count. Rockets force that one out of bounds. Slowing down First Colonial just a bit. Counterattack. Here's Payne. Has Volpa on her left. Payne lets this one get away from her. And a big penalty corner coming up here for First Colonial. Their first of the fourth quarter. A chance to put their second goal in of this fourth quarter. Already up by 1. Just over 8 minutes to go. Trying to devise a game plan here. Here's Hartman. Set for the delivery, trying to put this game just a bit further out of reach from the Rockets. Settle down over on the left side for a backhand effort here to try and send this one across the mouth of the goal, but this one trickles out of bounds. Possession still stays at the sticks of First Colonial. Tamero moving across laterally. One knocked out of bounds by the defense. Brooks Booth coming over to pick the ball up. And quickly redistribute it out to her teammates. Trying to press the advantage, use the momentum that they have. Before it changes hands. Defense making a key stop there. Gonna head back down the other way, Wheeler.
Spectators, fans, anyone that has a blue Sienna Toyota, 6648 license plate, your lights are on and your doors are open. Sienna blue Toyota, out the parking lot.
Now here a battle for the ball just inside the Rockets' half of the field. Assumption trying to hold on to it. Get a call that goes their way. About 6.5 minutes to go in regulation. Patriots up by 1. Tamero. Good ball. Odd player rush here. If Volpa can get on the end of it, she's able to keep it alive. Overruns it just a bit. Now Payne inside the circle. It's whistled for a foul. Fortunate there not to concede for the Rockets, but another chance here for the Patriots. Good defense though, stymies that last effort. Rockets player goes down. That was Haas. She's back up on her feet. And the action back underway. Guy carrying this one over on the left side. Backhands a pass. Finding a way inside the circle. Agin loses her footing. The whistle blows. As First Colonial able to restart. Things slowed down for just a moment. Brooks Booth elevating that pass to herself. Runs out of room though, last touched by the Rockets out of bounds. First Colonial continuing, firing a pass down into the opposite side of the field. Riddle picks it up. Dribbles past Volpa, gets the pass over to a teammate along the far sideline. Wheeler gets fouled. Trying to keep this progress, hold on to possession in the final 5 minutes of regulation here. Trailing by 1. Certainly not an insurmountable deficit. The First Colonial just looking to defend here. Unless they get a great chance. Ball finds its way over to Payne, but a bit too quickly for the umpire's liking. There was a foul deep inside the Patriots' half of the field. Day. Pass back to Dixon. Back to Day. It's intercepted inside the circle. And that's an unfortunate error there as Agin trips over the ball. It was a great look there for the Rockets. Almost a 3-on-1 situation, but they couldn't make anything out of it after the accidental foul. Another opportunity Coming here, ball kept in play along the sideline. And slides between the legs of Agam.
Toyota, Sienna. 6648 license plate. Doors open, lights are on.
Ball fired down the sideline, out of bounds. Towards the end line. Rockets having to collect this one. Riddle moving quickly, rolls it to a teammate. Haas getting set to restart the ball. Short pass to Riddle. Dribbles around Volpa, switching the field. First Colonial winning it back, and certainly not quite desperation time yet for the Rockets. They don't have to throw everyone forward, but it's getting close to that time in the game. Still down by one. First Colonial with possession just outside the circle. Great job to win the ball back. Unfortunately, an errant pass ends it right back over to the Patriots. Over on the right side, Brooks Booth carrying this one. Poked away by Sophie Boland. Out over the end lines, now taking their time. The Patriots still up by one, thanks to Finley Haynes' go-ahead goal with 12 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. She brings this one over towards the corner, able to knock a bit of time off the clock. As the ball slides away out under the gate here at the Regional Training Center. And in no hurry at all is Royal. She takes this one in at the sideline. Three defenders quickly come close her down. Trying to send the ball down towards the opposite side of the field. Foul will certainly help Assumption do that. Hard pass. This one rolls out over the end line. This time it's on the opposite side of the field. First Colonial in possession. That's the last thing that the Rockets want here. Late in the fourth quarter, about a minute to go. Still trailing by one. This pass elevated up, brought down by the Rockets. Eat better, feel better. Tropical Smoothie is bursting with fresh flavors. They offer grab-and-go catering and box lunches. Tropical Smoothie Cafe on Princess Anne Road, right across the street from TCC. Battle for possession deep inside the Patriots' territory, just outside the circle. Ball finds its way in. Looking for an effort here, kicked away by the goalkeeper. Cleared away. Volpa picks it up, sends it down the sideline. And the Rockets have to come back and collect it. Running out of time. Able to get the ball back though. Stick handling 2-on-1 situation. Cleared away. And a foul against the Patriots. And a penalty corner here for Assumption. In the dying moments of the fourth quarter, I'm going to send this game into second penalty corner of the fourth quarter for them. Everslade has been able to fire these ones home. Last time there was a bit of a miscue on the setup. And Haas gets ready. Set up for Everslade. She fires a shot into the back of the cage. No goal as it was too high. And First Colonial comes away with the victory, 3-2. The penalty corner effort is just about a foot too high by Everslade. Got under that ball just a bit too well. And a very close game between two very strong teams. Ultimately, only one winner, and that's the First Colonial Patriots. Here in day 2 of Ring of Honor. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's first game presented by Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. We've got more action coming up for you today at day 2 of Ring of Honor. I have been, will continue to be Austin Urch here at the Regional Training Center at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Stick around for more field hockey action coming up in just a few moments.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
Wherever,
however.